Good morning, I'm Paolo del Rosario and welcome to Weather HQ. Now, as we prepare for our exciting New Year's Eve celebrations, let's take a detailed look at the weather across Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, utilizing the latest information coming from the Metra Weather System. Let's go on first to Basco in the northernmost part of the Philippines. Now, we expect mostly cloudy skies with high chances of rain, accompanied by comfortable temperatures ranging from around 20 to 25 degrees Celsius. Now, in other parts of northern Luzon, particularly in Luwag, Apari, Tuguegarao, Baguio, and Dagupan, you can expect cloudy skies that will dominate the forecast. Expect a temperature of around 24 to 27 degrees Celsius over in Apari and in Tuguegarao. As you can see over here, Tuguegarao actually a bit hotter with 28 degrees Celsius. Baguio will enjoy the coolest and mildest weather. That will be around 17 to 24 degrees Celsius, as is expected in the region. Meanwhile, Dagupan will see higher temperatures ranging from around 25 to 32 degrees Celsius, providing a humid atmosphere for the celebrations. Now, residents in Vigan will enjoy bright, sunny weather around 24 to 29 degrees Celsius over here. It'll be slightly warmer conditions as expected over in Vigan. Now, we move on over. You can see Luwag over here with 24 to 31 degrees Celsius being the last city we're looking at here over in northern Luzon. Now, let's go down a bit south to central Luzon, particularly in Casiguran, Gapan, Tarlac, Angeles, Subic, Iba, and Metro Manila. The weather will lean towards cloudy with occasional scattered rain showers, and the coolest point will be over in Tarlac, with temperatures dipping to as low as 22 degrees Celsius, while Iba, Gapan, Subic will witness the warmest conditions around 31 degrees Celsius. Tarlac's temperatures will peak at around 32 degrees Celsius, and of course, closely in Mariveles, partly cloudy is also expected with a temperature of around 25 to 29 degrees Celsius. Now, let's go on over to southern Luzon. Now, in southern Luzon, particularly in Sorsogon, Verac, Daet, Legazpi, Calamba, Tagaytay, Coron, Puerto Galera, and Romblon, they should all brace for overcast skies accompanied by rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Tagaytay will maintain a cooler temperature, cooler atmosphere, ranging from around 20 to 25 degrees Celsius, whereas Verac, Daet, Coron, and Romblon, as we can see here, will experience temperatures ranging from 24 to 32 degrees Celsius. Puerto Galera will have around 25 to 27 degrees Celsius, while temperatures in Calamba, Romblon, and Sorsogon could reach up to 28 degrees Celsius, which is quite comfortable for the evening celebrations later on. Now, moving on to the Visayas. Boracay will offer cloudy skies with low chances of rain showers. Temperatures in Boracay will range from around 25 to 28 degrees Celsius in cloudy weather. Now, the rest of Visayas, including Tagbilaran, Dumaguete, Metro Cebu, Bacolod, Iloilo, Tacloban, and Catarman, the weather is expected to be a bit overcast with rain showers throughout the day. Now, despite the rain showers, residents may experience slightly warmer temperatures ranging from 24 to 31 degrees Celsius all across the region. Now, let's go down to Mindanao. In Mindanao, you can expect rainy weather conditions in Zamboanga, Dipolog, Marawi, General Santos, Cagayan de Oro, Butuan, and Metro Davao. Zamboanga and Dipolog could see temperatures rise to around 32 degrees Celsius, while Metro Davao will hover around 31 degrees Celsius. Butuan and General Santos will have around 24 to 30 degrees Celsius as the maximum, while CDO's temperature will range from around 24 to 29 degrees Celsius. Now, Marawi, as anticipated, will be a bit cooler. Temperatures here will range from 21 to 25 degrees Celsius. Now, with this varied weather forecast throughout Mindanao and throughout the Philippines, we hope everyone enjoys a safe and festive New Year's Eve celebration. Now, when we return, let's take a look back on the weather patterns in the country this year. I spoke with PAGASA weather specialist Benison Estareja. More on that interview after the break.
A year of triumphs, challenges, and unforgettable moments. From breaking news to inspiring stories of hope and resilience, we've been there every step of the way, bringing you stories that shaped our nation. As the year ends, we look back and we look ahead. Join us for an exclusive look at the moments that defined 2024. Rise to Prosperity, the 2025 Billionario News Channel Countdown, hosted by Maricar Bautista and George Cahiles. Watch for it!
Smartphones is always the most in-demand electronics right now. Phones are like pocket computers. It offers a greater portability like laptops. This is why consumers' top priority is portability, or should I say mobility. And this is why laptops comes next after the mobile phones. Students, they use tech in classrooms. That's why when they invest on high-tech quality gadgets, they can pass it on to their next sibling, or they can just use this phone after school when they're looking for a job. For example, for professionals, they would prefer not staying in their cubicle, but they would, let's say, set a meeting anywhere or elsewhere. But then again, it only shows that mobile phone is actually a basic requirement in everyone's lifestyle.
Welcome back. You're still watching Weather HQ. I'm Paolo del Rosario. 2024 has been a year of extremes, surprises, and significant shifts in weather patterns. To revisit 2024's wildest weather, explore its impact, and prepare for the year ahead, we have with us via Zoom PAGASA weather specialist, Mr. Benison Estareja. Okay, Sir Benison, thank you very much for joining us. Magandang umaga. Let's take a look first at the key weather patterns na nakita natin during the 2024 El Nino event dito sa Pilipinas. There were so many, pero para sa'yo, ano po yung mga key weather patterns natin?
Yes, tama ka dyan, Sir Paolo. No? Nagkaroon nga tayo ng significant na mga weather patterns this 2024. And during the first half, yung binabanggit nyo na El Nino phenomenon, ito po ay nagkaroon ng time kung saan on the first half of 2024 nga, nagkaroon tayo ng abnormal warming of our temperatures. Yung ating mga heat indices, nagkaroon ng mga record-breaking temperatures tayo dyan. And unusually, during the first half, actually, nagkaroon lamang po tayo ng, if I'm not mistaken, 2 bagyo, no?
Mm-hmm. Well, you take a look at how El Nino influenced the monsoon season kasi, well, kadalasan, normally when you have one weather system, it affects the following or the current weather systems and seasons that we're expecting. How did El Nino affect the monsoon season this year, particularly yung habagat or yung southwest monsoon?
In terms of the onset or yung pagsisimula ng southwest monsoon, it started on May 29 at masasabi po natin yan na nasa normal pa naman po, no, yung date ng pagsisimula ng habagat natin kasi hindi naman po nagtagal or naglinger yung ating El Nino phenomenon.
What would you say were the most affected regions dito sa Pilipinas ng 2024 El Nino? And of course, how did the local weather conditions change across the archipelago?
Actually, buong bansa no, nagkaroon po ng effect dun sa kabawasan sa mga pag-ulan natin, but mainly yung mga nasa western section of our country, for example, itong Ilocos region, yung Zambales, Bataan, Mimaropa area, and then dito sa may parting Panay Island, nagkaroon talaga ng mga instances or mga months kung saan kulang po talaga sa normal yung mga naging pag-ulan natin. But then, tulad nung napansin nga natin, itong second half, nagkaroon ng pagbawi naman sa dami ng mga pag-ulan.
Well, let's talk a bit about that kasi during the southwest monsoon, Super Typhoon Karina brought over 500 millimeters of rain affecting very many people, especially in the western part of Luzon. Now, this is not the first time a tropical cyclone has occurred during the habagat season, pero itong Karina, the first super typhoon that we have experienced during this season. Tama po ba yan?
Yes, Karina occurred in July, and ito yung masasabi nating isa sa mga well-known at memorable na mga bagyo for this not only for this year, no, but in recent decades. We've had Karina who actually did not make a landfall. Actually, dito lamang po siya sa may Philippine Sea nag-traverse sa karagatan east of Luzon, and then nung nandun na siya sa may extreme northern Luzon malapit, dun pa lamang siya nag-enhance ng sobrang daming ulan dulot ng southwest monsoon. Kaya ang pinaka-affected talaga itong western portion of Luzon.
Of course, after Super Typhoon Karina, nung nagsimula po yung Burr months, I think there were around 6 tropical cyclones that entered or at least that affected the Philippines. Itong si Enteng, Ferdy, Hener, Helen, Igme, and Julian. And of course, September. Dati yung average natin, 1 or 2. So, paano to nangyari?
Tama, Sir Paolo. We've had 1 to 2 in June. Tapos nung nag-start na tayo ng tag-ulan or yung southwest monsoon, minsan on the average yan, mga between 2 to 4 tropical cyclones per month. And for September, 3 to 4 dapat yung ating ine-expect, no? But then, umabot nga tayo sa 6 for the month of September. Hindi naman natin siya masasabi na abnormal kasi kapag sinabi nating 3 to 4 for the month of September, maaring more than that or below than that number. Kapag in-average lang natin yan, in a span of many decades, umaabot lang talaga siya ng 3 or 4. So meron tayong mga years na parang mga isa or dalawa lang in September, tapos meron tayong mga months na humihigit, at ito yung year na nagkaroon nga ng 6, which is more than the average.
Can we say that La Nina had an effect in terms of the frequency of the tropical cyclones during the Burr months, especially noong September?
So far kasi yung months po ng July hanggang September, ito yung tinatawag natin na neutral condition. So wala pa naman talagang La Nina, pero nandiyan yung mga patterns, nandiyan yung mga signs na maaaring magsimula na yung panahon ng La Nina kung saan umiinit nga yung karagatang Pasipiko.
Now, let's talk about, I know we're going through a lot of storms and a lot of incidents. Let's talk about severe tropical storm Christine naman. While it did cause less total rainfall than Super Typhoon Karina and Super Typhoon Enteng, marami pa rin na apektuhan dito and are still recovering even now. How can you explain the strength of this? Of course, is it because it made landfall unlike si Super Typhoon Karina at si Super Typhoon Enteng?
Well, Sir Paulo, itong case kasi ni Bagyong Christine is a completely different one. Kasi kung matatandaan natin, it did not make landfall sa Bicol region. Naglandfall sa dito sa may parting northern and central Luzon. Pero yung lawak kasi nitong si Bagyong Christine is masasabi nating napakalaki, no? The radius ranges from around 550 to 850 kilometers from its center. So kung yung radius niya umabot ng ganon kalawak, from the Philippine Sea, umaabot talaga siya dito sa may parting Bicol kahit hindi naglandfall itong si Bagyong Christine sa may Bicol. So nag-cause talaga ito ng matinding pag-ulan at yun nga, karamihan ng mga areas dito sa may parting Bicol plus mga nearby areas sa may Calabarzon nagkaroon nga ng matinding ulan.
Last November, 2 typhoons and 2 super typhoons. Well, last November rather, 2 typhoons and 2 super typhoons cross the country. Now, when we go back to the satellite imagery during that time, parang may parada ng typhoon na papasok sa Pilipinas. Record-breaking ba to? How different is it? It even made international news. Masasabi po ba natin na dahil to sa climate change?
Tama, kinonfirm ito ng Japan Meteorological Agency that this is the first time since nagsimula sila mag-record noong 1940s na mayroong 4 na pinangalan ng storm ang JMA. So ibig sabihin meron tayong malalakas na mga bagyo sa may West Pacific Ocean for the first time. 4 na sunod-sunod po yan. And lahat ito ay pumasok ng ating Philippine Area of Responsibility. So masasabi natin na hindi ito pangkaraniwan. And then what is your question again? Sorry?
Of course, can we say na dahil ito sa climate change?
Yes. We can associate this definitely to climate change because climate change, as we all know, is the main effects of climate change is global warming. So pag nagkakaroon tayo ng warming of our seas o yung ating mga karagatan, mas nag-fuel up itong mga cloud clusters natin at mas tumataas yung chance nila na magiging isang bagyo.
Of course, that happened last November, 2 typhoons, 2 super typhoons. And all I can ask is, since we are in the season of giving and love and generosity, I just want to ask, kamusta naman po kayo sa PAGASA during that time? Because I could only imagine yung stress levels ninyo during the time wherein you had to track 4 different typhoons and super typhoons.
Yes, actually, di ba nagkaroon tayo ng 6 in September, mas naging malala kasi nitong panahon ng November because yun yung mga times na nagla-landfall, pumapasok ng sunod-sunod yung mga bagyo. So mas nakaka-pressure itong recent month. And I remember for a span of like 2 weeks, parang isang araw lang yung pahinga ko. And what more pa yung ibang mga forecasters na minsan in a day, 12 hours silang nagwo-work, tapos sunod-sunod pa yan. Kaya wala kaming choice kundi pumasok kasi wala namang ibang magtatrack at magbibigay ng forecast about the bagyo kundi kami lang din.
Well, you know what? After all the weather conditions that we experienced this year, I'm sure you have lessons as well about 2025 and lessons that we should remember going into 2025. Para sa'yo, what are those biggest lessons that we've learned coming from a very eventful 2024?
Kahit ako naman, as a forecaster, marami rin ako natututunang bago lagi kasi ang mga bagyo naman hindi naman po pare-pareho. So meron mga panibagong learnings and throughout this past 16 tropical cyclones, ang gusto lang naming emphasize na more on is yung rainfall because we have always been talking about tropical cyclone wind signals. We've always been talking about typhoons and super typhoons. But then ano ba talaga yung posibleng maranasan na ulan doon sa mga lugar na hindi naman talaga tatamaan ng bagyo kasi posibleng hindi kayo tamaan ng bagyo or posibleng sa gilid lamang ng bagyo kayo maapektuhan but then posibleng magkaroon pa rin ng malalakas sa mga pag-ulan and we want the public to erase yung connection ng kapag meron tayong mahinang bagyo ay mahina rin ang ulan at kapag naman sinabi natin na hindi tatama sa inyong lugar ay hindi kayo maapektuhan ng malakas na ulan. Yung mga bagay na yon, we always have to weigh in on not only the winds but also focus on the effects of rainfall kasi ang heavy rainfall talaga mas grabe at mas long-term yung mga effects niya in terms of flash floods, actually flooding in general at saka yung mga landslides.
Alam mo, Benison, it felt like PAGASA and Weather HQ became best friends during the Burr months kasi grabe yung tawag namin sa inyo. It's like you were on hotline with us. Thank you very much for all your help, especially towards the tail end of the year, and we hope to see more of you in 2025. Hopefully to talk about good weather and less than stormy ones. Maraming salamat. That is PAGASA Weather Specialist, Mr. Benison Estareja. Now, more stories after the break. Keep it here. You're still watching BNC, the Billionaire News Channel.
Move over gold bars. Dubai has a new treasure, and it's covered in chocolate. Imagine the indulgence of a creamy pistachio filling, the satisfying crunch of kanafe, and the sweet smoothness of chocolate, all coming together in a sinful bite. In fact, in our trip to Dubai, we found many dupes trying to copy the viral Dubai chocolate. But did you know that the culinary mastermind behind the viral Dubai chocolate is a Filipino chef?
Hi, I'm Chef Noel Catis. I'm the culinary mastermind behind the viral Dubai chocolate.
Chef Noel tells us the brand Fixes Her Chocolatier was a collaboration between him and British-Egyptian entrepreneur Sarah Hamouda.
Actually, we talked to each other because it was the pandemic and we just want to help each other. Actually, it was just pure out of friendship.
Just 80 million views to catapult this chocolate bar into global fame. We visited Chef Noel in Dubai and he shared his excitement as he reveals that this was his first TV interview for a Filipino channel.
Really viral. Yes. So even up to now, it's been like 6 months back when it became viral. I still have to pinch myself and say like, yes, you were part of it. You were part of the journey that made it viral, and people still talk about it. Like even up to now, it's still a fresh thing. It's like top of mind.
But after the chocolate went viral, followers on social media were quick to notice that Chef Noel was omitted from the chocolate brand's narrative.
What she does is, for example, we talk about the flavor, right? Out of the 12 elements, it's my job to pick and choose which one would really go well. So you can't just claim that, no, I made it happen.
Parang I dreamt about it.
Yeah, you need somebody to actually decode it and make it happen, and it becomes a product.
Yeah. Why did you decide to use the kunafa? Like, what made you decide to put that, to make it Dubai?
Because kunafa is actually my go-to Arabic dessert.
It's your favorite?
It's my favorite. When I was here, I was always looking for the authentic kunafa dessert. And it just stayed with me for many years, and I thought I could play around with it in many ways. This is my recipe, yeah.
This is the your recipe for how you make kunafa.
Yes.
Then you put it
That's
inside
correct.
chocolate.
Yeah, that's correct, yeah.
This is when he decided to come up with Snap, his own chocolate brand. A month into operations, or let's say in a snap, it was sold out too. After putting Dubai in the global chocolate map, Chef Noel is coming back to his roots, armed with new flavors that promises to make the world fall in love with Filipino sweetness.
Hello, welcome back. This is Weather HQ. Let's take a look at the weather in other parts of the globe. Let's go first to Africa, where the vibrant cities of Bamako, Niamey, and Gondar are set to delight in an abundance of sunshine today. Gondar, in particular, will be inviting with pleasant temperatures around only 26 degrees Celsius, making it ideal for outdoor activities, adventures, and of course, leisurely strolls. Now, in contrast, the warm climate of Niamey and Bamako will bring soaring temperatures that reach up to 30 degrees Celsius as well. Now, these will be perfect for those who relish the warmth and eager to soak in the sun. Now, Dodoma will experience partly cloudy skies with warm ambiance. Temperatures here will rise around 32 degrees Celsius, enveloping the area in a distinctly hot atmosphere. On the other hand, Libreville is preparing for a rather different weather scenario, as overcast skies and rains are actually going to be in Libreville. Of course, the sun will peak out as well. Temperatures around 29 degrees Celsius over in Libreville, with the environment being a bit moody, but then the sun should be expected to pop out. Now let's move on over to Australia, which presents a contrasting picture, especially in Albany, where sunny weather will grace the day, accompanied by pleasant temperatures around 22 degrees Celsius. Now Newman, however, predicts a blanket of clouds and bring intermittent rains, and temperatures expected to rise to 29 degrees Celsius with that temperature. Now that's not so bad. It's going to be humid, cozy as well. Partly cloudy skies will set the tone for Alice Springs and Melbourne, though, as well as Townsville. Now, in Melbourne, residents can expect a comfortable 25 degrees Celsius, fostering a pleasant day, perfect for outdoor activities. Conversely, the weather over in Townsville will be similar, but a bit hotter, 32 degrees Celsius over here, which is typical of the region's climate. Alice Springs stands out, though, as temperatures soar to a remarkable 40 degrees Celsius. Intense heat characteristic of the desert landscape in the Alice Springs area. Again, summertime over in Australia, so that's a bit expected. Let's move on over to Asia. Sapporo awaits a picturesque scene of snowfall with temperatures chilling to around -1 degrees Celsius, creating a little winter wonderland over here in Asia. However, in Beijing, as we move on over there, it'll be cloudy, providing a cool atmosphere with temperatures set to rise around a brisk 5 degrees Celsius. Meanwhile, both Incheon and Hanoi will bask in sunshine, as Incheon, temperatures there will be a crisp 1 degree Celsius. Now, Hanoi will reach around 21 degrees Celsius, offering a refreshing escape from all of that. A bit overcast there as well. But let's take a look at Jakarta. Well, you will have a blend of cloudy skies and rainfall, with temperatures culminating at a warm 27 degrees Celsius, according to our system over here. Now, it should be vibrant in that area, and of course you can definitely feel that it's a tropical area once you're there over in Jakarta. Now moving on to Europe, let's take a look at the bustling metropolis of London, which anticipates cloudy skies interspersed with a bit of sun rays and only a slight chance of rain, with mild temperatures of around 11 degrees Celsius. Now Vienna is set for a glorious day filled with sunshine and refreshing air at around 3 degrees Celsius over here. Now partly cloudy skies will gesture around Prague and Berlin, with Prague and Berlin experiencing around 4 degrees Celsius and 8 degrees Celsius respectively. Now in Bergen, you will have a dramatic drop in temperature to a frosty 1 degree Celsius anticipated, alongside snowfall, creating a serene yet tranquil snowy landscape where the chill of the air mingles beautifully with the captivating sights of the white draped surroundings. Now let's go on over stateside. Let's go first to Honolulu, Hawaii, Philadelphia, and Tallahassee and brace for the overcast skies that will be accompanied by sporadic rain showers throughout the day in those areas. As you can see here on Honolulu, we'll have around 28 degrees Celsius, while Tallahassee will have around 23 degrees Celsius over here, a bit cooler over there. In contrast, though, Philadelphia will be the coolest amongst the areas we mentioned a while ago. Now here you can expect a brisk 14 degrees Celsius over in Philadelphia. Now on a brighter note, Denver and Phoenix are expected to enjoy a bit more delightful weather. As you can see here, in Denver, you can expect pleasant conditions, temperatures going to around 9 degrees Celsius. That's comfortable in that area. They're very used to it over in Denver, as you can expect a bit of snowfall over there. While over in Phoenix, they'll be enjoying slightly warmer weather, rather very warm weather compared to Denver, 23 degrees Celsius over there. They'll be creating inviting settings amid the glorious sunshine. And that's Weather HQ for today. Join me again tomorrow, whatever the weather, only here on BNC, the Billionaire News Channel.